is going on? My name is Zach.
My name is Joey, and this is Jerem.
And Jerem! And this is a podcast where we play through video game soundtracks.
Yes, it is.
It is, for now. Wink, wink. Joe, how you been?
I've been good. Been good, Zach.
Yeah?
You know, just chilling.
Yeah? What's been going on with you? Tell me a little bit about it. Slice of life me.
Slice of life. I made a nice salmon last night.
Ooh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
What kind? Like you put some lemon on that?
Yeah,
put some garnish.
Put some lemon and made some like dill sauce.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ah, man. Actually, talking about good food, I actually went to a food festival here in Toronto recently. It's
Nice.
called Taste of Toronto, and I'm not at all ashamed to market that on the podcast. It was fucking great. There was some really good food. A lot of fantastic restaurants had a great showing there. It was so tasty.
That's so good.
This burger, it was called the Game Burger, and it was like full of all these different meats. It was like bison and venison and veal and elk and deer. I was like, oh my god, is it legally allowed to like put all this meat in a burger?
That's a good name for a burger too. Game Burger.
Yeah, right? It kind of just encompasses everything.
Yeah.
And then there was this crazy noodle dish. I fucking love noodles. Delicious. Now I got myself hungry.
Same.
Well, after this, I'll make us some dinner or something.
Same.
Anyway, before we do that, though, we should probably talk about what we did last week. I think that's a good idea, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, so you want to catch me up?
Sure. Last week, episode 2 of Xtreme, we did all the Mavericks. All four of them.
All 4 of them, because we're playing on normal mode, and we don't want to play on hard mode. Which is the long and short of that.
Right.
But for the normal mode, we went through Chili, Sparky, Stormy, and Flamey. Or Staggy.
Staggy.
I forgot, because that's the weather forecast for this week. Feeling staggy.
Oh, yeah. It's so staggy out.
Yeah. And, and then we ended with a little cutscene, but now we're basically on the Sigma stages.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be standard, you know. This game seemed to be like kind of a mix, a fusion of X1 and X2.
I agree. And I mean, it kind of follows the exact same X formula, too. Like, for a point, you can kind of guess what's going to happen past here. Yeah. So, again, we're going to talk about just the differences that we're seeing here and kind of do our normal, usual crap and go from there.
Yes, sir.
Works for me, right? Works for you?
Works for me.
Good stuff.
Works for you?
Works for me. Works for you?
Works for me.
Works for me.
Works for you?
Works for me.
Thank you, Jerem.
Whoa. Jesus. Okay, sorry, Jerem. Forgot, we're off topic.
Yes.
He keeps us in line. He's such a taskmaster.
It was very obnoxious, though. Next time, be a little quieter, Jerem.
Yeah. Thank you, Jerem. That's very much appreciated. We don't respond well to anger. But all right, with that in mind, let's dive into the first Sigma stage here.
Yeah, let's do it. Welcome back to Xtreme.
Yes, hello everybody. How you doing?
Good.
Xtremers.
We're good.
I was asking the Xtremers, Joey.
Yeah, we are good.
We went over how you were. We didn't ask Jerem
I'm
how's
also an
he's
Xtremer.
doing. That's true. We're both extremers.
Yeah.
But yes, we're back. We finished the stage 1. So I think it's time to talk about what we did. But
Okay.
not in too much detail because this is basically the exact same stage from X1.
Basically.
So it's
go on.
Yeah, sorry. It's the first stage from the Sigma X1 stages. But before we actually dive in here, I want to just make a quick side note. The picture of Sigma that shows up when you're selecting him on the stage select actually looks really good.
Yeah,
I gotta give it to him.
I noticed that as well.
Yeah, the detail on his close-up face actually looks really good.
Yeah.
They put a lot of effort into that, and I'll appreciate it when good effort is put in.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's only 4 Mavericks on the screen, so I guess they had to, like, put work into them.
No, that's true. I mean, there's not going to be too much available screen space that you have to worry about, so you may as well spend some time making that look a little nice.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so as we were saying, this is basically the same as X1 stage for Sigma. Kind of move through the fight here. Then I'm really just going to jump to where we were supposed to be fighting Vile. Or Vava. But instead, actually, you fight Zane again. And you probably wonder what he's here to do. He'll pop in. He has his picture where he's holding his sword over his shoulders like a badass, and basically says, "X, you have no chance to win." And literally, this is the same thing he said last time.
Yeah.
He said, "No chance to win," and then we beat him. And now he says, "You have no chance to win again." And do you see where this is going, Zane? Come on.
And he says the same thing at the end after also.
So dumb.
When you actually defeat him.
Yeah, but he did learn a couple new moves.
Just like...
So one of these new moves, I mean, he had some pretty crazy good ones before. But instead of doing 2 jumps when he slashes, now he does 3 jumps.
Oh.
What? I know.
My. God.
It's craziness, right? Whoa! Jerem, I know, we can't even believe it.
Yeah.
And there goes the hearing in my ear. But yes, it's mind-boggling. Now he does 3 jump slashes, and he does a spin attack. Ah! This is crazy.
Spin attack too. Nice.
Yes. So now all you have to do is jump under or dash under him a couple more times, and then jump over him while he does his maneuver, his spinning maneuver. Because he actually always moves back to one spot to do his spin. So wherever he is, even if he's like right next to you, he could do a spin and kill you, but he jumps all the way to the other side of the room and then does his spin over there.
Right.
And it's like, cool, really cool. Loving the AI in this game. But he's still kind of a pushover.
Yeah.
And you're right, like you said, he can't believe that we beat him again for the second fucking time.
Even with his triple spinorama.
I know, his triple spin around did nothing. He's got to go talk to Sonic the Hedgehog, because he's got to get a real good spin dash, or spin attack.
Mm-hmm.
After we beat him, though, we get a quick little cutscene of Gimil looking distraught, I think. That's the face he's making.
Distraught
or perturbed.
Surprised.
I don't know. He's
perturbed. I like perturbed.
Perturbed? Okay. Because he seems like, he's got his hands up and is like angry.
Yeah. It's like, what?
It's like, oh, I can't believe that. He says he's disgusted by us.
Yeah, that was a little like...
That was weird. Like, it's not like we eviscerated him in front of like Gimil and was like, check out his entrails. And it's like, no, like, Jesus, he just blew up like any other robot does. Not disgusting about that. And Gimil's like, how dare we defeat his buddy? And he'll get us later. Remember. That was verbatim what was said. He'll get us later. Remember.
Remember.
And remember that I said that, by the way.
Okay.
Because it's going to be funny as hell later.
All right.
But as we move on here, you actually just go through into an empty room next door that leads me to believe that maybe there was supposed to be another boss here, maybe on hard mode or extreme mode or something. There'll be like 2 bosses in a row.
Right.
Which maybe could be Gimil in there. I don't know. Either way, there's nothing in there now, so we move on and actually just go straight to the boss to fight Bow Spider again.
Yeah, the spider.
He does the exact same moves. He just crawls down on a web, metal web, I guess. Tries to crush you.
Basically, like, not even basically, just the same exact fight.
It is the same exact fight. He even throws his little spider minions at you sometimes. It's the same fight. And honestly, he's weak to ice, but I think he was weak to ice before. But that's about it. And
we get a cutscene.
We do get. No, we don't get a cutscene here. No. We're jumping the gun.
Jumping it.
But before we do that, I know we absolutely did not do this the first time, so going to do an internet backstory for Bow Spider.
Nice.
Internet backstory.
Oh man, I didn't even think he had one, but he does.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised about it.
Indeed. All right. So Bow Spider, known as a Sepueda, I guess, is a portmanteau of boss and spider. That's why Bow Spider. So known as Boss Spider.
Okay.
So even less subtle there. There's the giant spider boss at the end of the final first stages in Megaman X and Xtreme. It was once used to crush scrap metal before being roped into guarding Sigma's palace. Interesting. It releases mini spider robots that create a random path to crush X. So you gotta be on the move. When it dies in the... Oh, no. We'll talk about that in the remake. We'll talk about that then. Maybe. What else do we got here? Even the Bow Spider appears in the fucking Archie Comics Worlds Unite comic book. I can't fucking believe that thing. Everything is in this comic.
Awesome.
It's pretty crazy, dude. You know what? I'm going to totally forget this, so I'm going to just bring it up anyway. When he dies in the remake in Maverick Hunter X, it rolls over onto its back and tucks its legs into its body before exploding. Common misconception of how spiders die in real life. In fact, spiders never roll onto their backs, but stay upright while tucking their legs under their body. So there you go.
All right.
That's pretty much, that's about it for Bow Spider's internet backstory.
Internet backstory.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't really expect a ton. So, I mean, the fact that there was any was pretty great.
Yeah. No, I'm satisfied with that.
Me too. So, with that, I think we should just move on to stage 2.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Sigma stage 2.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hey, y'all.
What'd you guys think of that level?
Yeah, what'd you think?
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely the exact same thing we've gone through before in a different game, but you know what?
It's a good level, though.
It's a good level.
Yeah.
We should talk about it, though, in a little more detail than just that. Just imagine that's what we just did. Like, what do you guys think? It's a good one, right? Right? Let's move on.
All right.
Our episodes would definitely be a lot shorter. But we're not going to do that to you guys. We're detail hunting fiends.
Yeah.
We love the detail.
That's our thing.
Yeah, we go in deep because nobody else wants to. And everybody loves hearing other people say stuff.
Right? No one wants to say it themselves.
Yeah.
They just want to hear it.
Exactly. Unless you're us, in which case we totally want to say it.
Yeah. We're here for you guys.
We're here for you. We're doing a public service. So with that, let's talk about stage 2. So
Yes.
it's actually from Megaman X2, this one.
That's right.
I believe it's the third stage, actually, of the Sigma stages there.
Is it?
I think so.
It's the one where you get the upgrade.
Or it might be the second one. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the second one.
I think it was the second one. I don't know.
Because I think you fight Agile in that one, in the other one.
Mm-hmm.
But this one you fight somebody different, so I'm not going to say who yet. I think it's 3. But the music, actually, I know we didn't talk about it before, but this one I just wanted to mention because it's actually sped up. It feels like it's super sped up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it just feels like it's going really fast. And I'm not sure if that was like a tactic to save space on the cartridge. So they like finished the game. So they just kind of sped up the loop. So it just went like much faster and like saved them that extra space.
Could be.
I mean, my thought is kind of bolstered a little bit later, but we'll get to that in a moment. Now, there's this weird thing in the beginning that I don't remember being in X2. There's a little alcove near the beginning with just nothing up there except a cube. There's this big metal cube
Right.
that can't do anything with. It's just there, and you can't destroy it. And I don't know why it's there.
Maybe it's for hard mode.
Maybe. It just seems like it's
weird.
it's taunting me with something should be there. Like a 1-up or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, why? Why is that? Why? Okay.
Exactly.
I don't know. Am I overthinking it again?
No, this is an important question.
Okay.
If anyone has the answer to this, please,
Tweet at us.
we need to know.
At itsthexstream. Anyway. But we move on, and there's a little alcovey path with nothing in it. But you actually end up going up another one of those platform things where you where it's honestly, God damn it, this is so bad. This section is so bad.
The moving platform.
It's so bad. It wasn't good in X2,
No,
and it's made
it's
way
worse now.
worse here. Because, do you know why? Because the fucking collision detection is awful. I mean, in the video you're watching, hopefully I'm showing this clip right now, but I had a point where I swear to you I lined this up so perfectly, but it got caught on literally nothing as it was trying to go upward. Like, it just kind of stalled in midair. I was like, what in the fuck are you getting caught on, dog? Like, what the hell? Do you know the only thing that makes this section bearable is the fact that you can just skip it entirely?
Yeah, but you need it.
You need it to get the special upgrade later,
Yeah.
which is bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Because you're right. Because we gotta climb a ladder, which leads us to another upward path, which is again similar to the X2 stage. But then something I gotta call out, like the X2 stage before it, there's a section near the end where you kind of have to navigate a little sea of spikes, kind of do like a jump in the air, and then use the speed burner to quickly jolt yourself back to the other side. But if you didn't know that, and you just went in to this stage without that knowledge, you'd be kind of fucked because the camera doesn't pan out far enough to show you that's what you have to do.
Right.
It just kind of shows you a dead end of spikes.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell you that you have to be you also have to prepare to move back to the other side.
You have to like know it in advance.
Exactly. The camera doesn't pan out to show you that information. So somebody who doesn't know that's just gonna fucking die. And they're gonna be like, what the fuck? How was I supposed to see that? So that's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, again, not an issue for us because we've played it before, but for anybody else, like, consider this a PSA. That's what you have to do in that part. Don't be fooled by the stupid camera. But as you go through here, you actually, like we said, there is a secret weapon here that you'd get.
Yes, there is. It's...
Do you want to talk about it?
Sure, it's like combination of X1 and X2, like this whole game. It's the combination of the Hadouken and the Shoryuken.
Yes.
So wait, what is it called though?
They called it the Shotoken.
Shotoken.
The Shotoken, which is, you're right, the Hadouken and the Shoryuken, both together. Which
Yeah,
sounds
that's crazy.
super cool.
Sounds like it.
It sounds super cool. In practice, it's not as cool. But in theory, it's super cool. They also made the execution a lot easier, too. Instead of doing the actual motions, you just kind of charge up, and then you hold the up button while you release the shoot button. You'll do the Shoryuken, or you hold down and you do the Hadouken. And you also don't even need full health to pull it off anymore.
Yeah, so it's basically just another attack.
Yeah, they just gave you another weapon now.
Yeah.
Another 2 weapons. But that's the thing. They don't treat it like they did in the old ones, where it was kind of like this god mode weapon that killed pretty much everything. So if you actually try and use it, like I tried to in this upcoming fight, it's kind of bullshit. So let's talk a little about it. So we actually get to the end here. And the boss is... You want to say it?
Sure.
Go for it.
Right now?
Yeah.
The cart.
The cart?
Serge's Serhays
Yes, it is Serhays.
in his cart.
In his cart?
Yeah.
The Serhays cart.
Isn't that what we called it last time?
Maybe. I don't know.
He's like in some sort of cart.
Probably. Tweet at us if you remember, guys, because I don't. Yes, he's in his little cart in this stage, which makes no sense, because this was not the stage he was in for X1, or for X2. So they just kind of randomly shoved him in here for reasons?
Reasons.
I don't get it.
So random. It's
They could have just picked Agile, because that was who was the boss of that stage before.
yeah,
but-
I don't understand.
No, they picked Serges.
Or Gimel.
Or Gimel. Another fucking good choice would just be
An
Gimel.
actual character in the game.
Yeah, you know, that guy who's the one of the 3 villains. Yeah, whatever. Serges has the same attacks as he did in X2. But yeah, like I said, the Hadouken is nerfed because I tried to use it to actually hit him, and when I landed the hit, it did like 4 damage.
Yeah.
It's nothing. Especially considering you have to wait so long to charge up anyway, and you have to hit him right in the exact spot. It's just so not worth it.
Not worth it, no.
I just used his weakness, the speed burner, and killed him way faster.
That's funny.
It's just like the Hadouken is worse than a fucking speed burner. Get that shit out of here.
Doesn't make sense.
No, you guys are killing me with this.
I feel like they just put it in to like, because they wanted to, not to like make it easier for you, you know?
Yeah, right? It's just... It's bullshit. Kind of just undercuts the whole point of these awesome upgrades.
Yeah.
Nah, whatever.
Whatever.
But there's a cutscene. So that was fun.
There is. Now we've got one.
Yes, we have a quickie cutscene. Dr. Kane says that it's cool. X, all right, we can go to the core. And X is like, all right, I go to the core now.
Yeah, okay. That's the next thing
Yeah, that was basically it.
to do.
Yeah, unlike that's not what we were thinking of doing before. We'd already said in the beginning of this that we wanted to get to the core. Why are we repeating that we need to get to the core?
Yeah.
Hey, I feel myself getting upset, Joey.
I feel it too, Zach. I'm sensing your anger.
I think I need to calm down.
You need a soothing.
I need a soothing break where we listen to music for stage 3. Thanks. Thank you, Jerem. You always know what to say. Thanks, Jerem. Such a good calming presence. My favorite guy. But let's move on. Like Jerem said, let's move on to stage 3.
Hey, oh, dogs.
What's up, dudes and dudettes, Xtremers and next streamers? I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, next.
That's going to be our
streamers.
next show. Next podcast is called Next Stream.
Next stream, where we go like the next generation of Xtreme.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, we'll get what's his name, Sir.
Surges.
No, damn it, I forgot his name.
Shit.
Ian McKellen. No, is it Ian
No.
McKellen?
No, the other guy.
Who's the other guy?
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
We need Patrick Stewart. Yes, we'll need Patrick Stewart on the show now.
That'd be a good addition.
Patrick Stewart, if you're listening to our podcast, could you just like tweet at us? We'd love to make a podcast with you about video games. I know you'd be down, man. What else
Yeah,
are you doing right now?
Right?
You're probably not busy. You could help us out. Hashtag help some brothers out.
Help some brothers out.
Help some Canadian brothers out. So yeah, while we're waiting for him to get back to us, let's talk about Sigma Stage 3.
Okay.
So this is new.
Yeah, relatively.
Relatively. It's definitely not something I'd seen before. But it's, so just to paint a picture, there's a spiked barb wall while you're taking lifts up to the top, and then an auto-save box teleports you to a boss rush.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boss rush.
Yeah.
Kind of
It's about that time, right?
Yeah.
Looking at my watch, and for some weird reason it says it's time for boss rush.
That's it.
I should really get a better watch. Because actually every hour it says it's time for boss rush.
That's a pretty cool watch.
Yeah, it's just very wordy. So it kind of overlaps and it's just kind of nonsense. It's a miracle I knew what it was saying. So apparently all the time is time for boss rush.
That's cool.
But since we're having a boss rush, you know what time it is now?
Oh, shit.
It's time to do our new favorite segment. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3. We really need a bumper for this one.
Yeah. Well, I could take the other one.
Okay, we're gonna.
Or we could just do another one.
No, we're gonna make a new one, like an actual one. All right.
This is it, guys.
Okay, ready
Are you ready?
for the new one?
Pun rush.
Pun rush.
Whoa. That was high pitched.
Thank you. I wanted to add a counterpoint. But yes, it's time for Pun Rush, the latest episode of a podcast within a podcast where we talk about puns and all that's awesome with them.
Yes.
In the context of the 4 Mavericks that we have beaten here today. So,
All right.
Joey, do I need to re-explain the rules of Pun Rush?
No.
Audience, do I need to explain the rules of Pun Rush?
No.
Okay, great.
How do you do that?
I don't know. I'm a VO wizard.
Jerem, does he need to explain the rules again?
Yeah, do I need to explain the rules to Jerem? No, it sounds like he's good to
That
go.
sounds no.
Yes, I think Jerem's good to go. He passes on quick. Good man. So, Joey, are you ready? Do you have your puns?
I have them ready to go.
All right. So I'm gonna throw a name out. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Flame Stag.
He staggered out of there.
Good one. He was a small fry. Oh man. You got any more?
No.
Storm Eagle.
He stormed out of there.
Nice. We took the wind out of his sails.
Nice.
Looks like America's gonna need a new national animal after this.
Oh, I like that one.
Any more?
No.
All right, Spark Mandrill.
He Spark Van drilled out of there. No, I'm just kidding. We pulled the plug on him.
Ah, there we go. That's the one.
Yeah.
Giving him the award for best MC Hammer impressions because he always knows how to stop and hammer time.
Oh, yeah.
That was a bit deep, but I liked
That
it.
was deep.
And you got any more?
No.
All right, finally, Chill Penguin.
Chilpang gone.
Oh, good one.
Out of here.
Looks like cooler heads prevailed.
Cooler heads prevailed.
And one more. I think we're stuck in a frozen tundra.
Oh. That was like a double pun right there.
Oh, it's so good. You have any more?
Yeah.
All right. So
Jared, you got any?
okay.
I guess not.
All right. Next time, Jerem, you'll be ready. But that's it. End of Pun Rush.
Woo!
Yeah. Good stuff. That was delicious. I loved every minute of that. Maybe next time we'll come up with like maybe a minimum of like 3 puns per thing.
Oh, yeah.
That sound good? I think we'll do that.
Multiple puns.
Yeah, we'll try and extenuate this one a little bit more.
Yeah.
Extend this one. Anyway, so after we beat all the bosses here, there's a small hallway with some throwaway enemies where you just kind of can farm to get some drops. Then a very, very long hallway with nothing in it.
Yeah.
That was a long hallway with nothing, man. Why was that a thing?
I don't know, to build the anticipation.
I guess it just made me upset. I know it didn't. I'm just looking for things to get mad at. But speaking of somebody who's upset, we get to Sigma.
Finally.
Who could have seen this coming?
Right?
Did you guys? Did you, Joey?
I did.
Did you, Jeremy?
I saw it coming. I saw it.
Yes, you are the smart one. Did you, Jerem? Did you see it coming? Right, I forgot. You were one of the main programmers on this game. You knew that. So smart, Jerem. But, yes, Sigma is back. Surprise, fucking prize.
Well, yes.
But he has a bit of a dirty mouth. He curses you out literally as you come in. He just says F you 3 times.
Right? Like, I thought this game was rated G.
Yeah, what the hell, man? This is so not cool. He just curses. He's like, F you, F you, F you. It's like, whoa, man, Sigma. Calm the hell down, dude. Like you're actually dying? Clearly not.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, straight up curses us out and then says that our efforts are worthy, but they end here. And then removes his cape and dons his X1 guys where he pulls out his beam sword and does the exact same fight that we did in X1.
Yeah, like the easy fight.
The easy fight from X1 where you could just go up a fucking wall and have him jump back and forth and shoot him and then bait him back up that wall and then shoot him and then bait him back up that wall and shoot him.
Yeah.
It's the exact same fucking thing.
And so on.
Oh, God, it's so boring. But then we beat him, and he says that we're just a bug to him, and he don't even care.
He doesn't even care.
Yeah.
Like, that's so mean.
Yeah, he just blows up, and then we get his second form, and wait. No, wait.
Yeah.
There was a cutscene.
There is a cutscene.
What?
The level's over. I guess.
What? But, what?
Yeah.
What?
This isn't a Sigma stage.
What's happening here? This isn't... What? I'm still confused. Jerem, can you explain it to me? Okay. Oh. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Oh, that all makes perfect sense. Okay, I get it now. Thanks, Jerem. All right, so now that we've cleared up that misunderstanding, and I have no more questions.
Oh my god.
We have a cutscene. I'm crying a little bit. We have a cutscene where okay. All right, we're Techno freaks out because they've been spotted. Jeepus. And then Gamil's just like, yo, fuck this shit, I'm out of here, and bolts.
Yo.
He's like, I didn't sign up for this, and just like curls into a ball and disappears.
Yep.
Apparently that's how you teleport. You just curl into a ball and then go away.
Like how spiders die.
Exactly. Just like how spiders die.
It all comes together.
Oh, man. But then Dr. Kane, X, and Mitty all kind of talk about how we can get to the real core, because apparently we weren't at the real core.
Yeah.
We were at the fake core. I don't know, man. This plot's getting, like, off the rails, dude.
There is no plot. They just write whatever they want to write.
Like, they're writing themselves into weird corners.
Yeah.
Like, this makes no fucking sense. And then Mitty's clearly holding out on us. Because he's like, X, I gotta tell you something. X, like, what? And he's like, never mind. It's like, oh, thanks for that.
Cool.
Thanks for that forced, you need to tell us something but can't dialogue. That fucking was really stellar, guys. You really nailed it. Expositioned! But then we move on to Sigma Stage 4, I guess.
Yeah.
And then,
Is this stage 5 right now? No.
I don't even know, man. It's staged. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Another stage.
Another stage. Are you guys ready for one more stage?
One more stage.
Let's do it. Welcome back, everybody.
We did it.
We beat Xtreme. Not the podcast, the game.
Yeah. Extreme beat Extreme.
The Xtreme beat Xtreme.
It was extremely extreme.
It was extremely satisfying? Question mark. I don't know. I got mixed feelings on this game now.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
let's
it's a Game Boy game that's a rehash of an old game. Like, it's not gonna blow your mind.
yeah. I mean, I was kind of hoping for a bit, but let's talk about stage whatever we were on before we actually get into our final judgments here.
Yeah, the final stage of the game.
So we're just fucking straight up warped to techno. Like
Yeah.
the boy himself is right there.
Right?
Are we okay? The plot's gone off the rail. Are we in the computer still, or are we not in the computer?
I don't know.
I thought we were trying to get to the core, but is he just in the core? Like a manifestation of techno is in the core?
Maybe.
I don't get it. Like, I'm not gonna make excuses, or I'm not gonna like try and write them out of the stupid hole that they found themselves in. But like, it makes no fucking sense. I don't get where we are. Anyway,
I think they were counting on no one caring.
I think you're right.
Well,
Too bad
yeah,
for them.
too bad for them.
nobody
Extreme
thought-
is here.
Yeah, they didn't think that a podcast would come out 17 years later talking about all their stupid bullshit, did they?
No, they didn't.
There we go.
This is history.
This is in the history books. But Techno tries to do some shit where he's banging on the keyboard, and X is like, fucking stop that, and he shoots him or the computer or something. And then Techno falls over and is like, ah! And then Midi shows up and is like, no! Because apparently Midi and Techno are brothers? How?
I don't know.
Why? What? Why is Midi here now? If we're still in the computer, my brain hurts. My brain hurts, Joey.
It's okay, Zach. It's okay.
But he was the guy trying to help us get into the computer. How can he be in the computer right now? I don't know.
Maybe he had to guide us into the computer.
Joey, I'm having an aneurysm. Trying to understand this story, and it only gets worse. So Techno says that he connected his CPU directly to the mother computer to hack it, which I don't get that. How does that make you better at hacking? But that's the least of my concerns. Techno babbles on about how Sigma is good at controlling people's hearts, and but Midi's like, no, Techno, you're a genius, but so therefore you can't have a weak heart, which makes no fucking sense. How does that logic make any sense?
I don't know.
You can't have a weak heart because you're a genius?
Yeah, you could just like build a new, stronger heart. I don't know.
On top of that, most people who are way too smart for their own good are generally assholes.
Very true.
And actually don't have a good heart. If that's kind of the note they were going for. So it's completely the opposite.
Yeah.
But apparently Techno's not an asshole because he was just under Sigma's control and blah, blah, blah. But now since Techno's dying, Midi's dying too now because their CPUs were tied together?
I guess.
What
Like,
in the actual fuck, dude?
whatever they want, you know? I don't care.
What is happening? I wish I could be as nonchalantly non-caring about this as you are, but it's upsetting me deeply.
It's like they don't care about anything. They don't care. You know?
Clearly, they do not care for this game. It makes no sense. How can they be tied to have the same CPU?
How?
Wouldn't Midi know what Techno's doing in that case?
I don't know.
If their CPUs are tied, they know what they're doing. Midi could just tell them what Techno's doing.
It makes no sense.
Okay.
No sense at all.
Oh, God. All right, and then the fucking icing. Thank you, Jerem. And then the fucking icing on the cake here is that Sigma's here too now.
Oh yeah, there he is.
He's just here. Yeah, in his wolf form from X1, where he's just a big fucking robot body. Yeah, officially we've blurred wherever the fuck we are.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Clearly the real world and the computer world have just merged into one being, and now the only computer world is the Game Boy that you are holding. Because that's the only thing that fucking makes sense anymore.
It was meta all along.
Exactly. The computer world is actually just a metaphor for you playing the game. And I just... Okay, whatever. Sigma whatever is the fucking Wolf Sigma, and he's the stupid fucking... He's not even hard. This isn't even a hard fight.
It's not even hard at all.
They made this fight easy. What? This fight is supposed to be hard. All I did was stand on his fist and shoot him. Like, I didn't even have to aim for his head all that much. They made the hitbox bigger. They made him shoot you less. I know it's supposed to be on normal, but, like, does that mean he just does nothing?
Yeah, true. Maybe hard mode is just actually just regular mode.
Maybe. I mean, whatever. Sigma just says, guess I'll retreat for now, and then just fucking leaves.
Bye!
But before we move on, we have some internet backstory to go over.
Yes.
I forgot to do it before, so we're going to do a back-to-back internet backstory.
Oof.
I also realized I didn't do an internet backstory for Sergey's. Maybe that'll... whatever, you know what, I'm going to start with Techno. Techno's internet backstory.
Internet backstory.
Alright.
Cool. Alright. So, Techno, or known in Japan, Tekuno, is the twin brother of Midi, a skilled hacker who was manipulated by Sigma into using his skills for evil. Techno and the Shadow Hunters hacked into the Hunter base's mother computer mainframe, setting its data to cause chaos all over the world. Reproducing fighting data of all past Mavericks. In order to hack the computer, Techno connected his CPU directly to the computer. Sadly, when X destroyed Techno's terminal to prevent him from hacking the mother computer, he also destroyed Techno's CPU. And because Techno's CPU was linked to Midi's, both were killed. We talked about that. Mm-hmm. And guess what? He was also in the Archie comics.
Of course.
Was revived in this massive army because they just kind of went and dug out anybody they fucking could. Alright. Now, are you ready for this mind-blowing information?
Oh, shit.
Alright, are you ready? I don't think you're ready to handle this.
Okay, hold on. Let me take a breath. Okay.
Alright. You're good?
Yeah.
Alright, trivia. Techno is a genre of music.
Oh, no.
We're really scraping the bottom of the barrel.
I'm learning so much about Megaman.
I know, right? Alright, something actually Mega Man related. Techno has facial markings that are similar to that of Bass from Mega Man and Bass.
Oh, okay.
And Techno also resembles Mega Man from the classic Mega Man series.
Nice.
Yeah, so there you go.
That's cool.
And that's all I got for Techno.
Internet backstory.
Sweet.
Techno music. Nice. That was good.
Yeah, we even did the same tempo.
Yeah, it's almost like we're perfectly matched here.
We just know.
We know.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do another one quickly for Gamil.
Internet backstory.
All right.
I mean Gmail. I mispronounced his name. Gmail, or Gimeru, is one of the shadow hunters from Xtreme who helps Techno hack the mother's computer base. In normal mode, he will escape after Zane's death, saying that he will avenge his buddy. In hard mode, Gimil hacks the mother computer alone, as Zane and Techno died, and is defeated. In extreme mode, he doesn't escape and fights X after Zane's defeat. So that's the only time you fight this fucker, is in the extreme mode?
Yeah, like, why not just fight him in the easy mode, too?
That makes no goddamn sense. This cunning and malicious combat Reploid has ninja-like abilities, attacking using his large shuriken, teleporting, and riding a kite? Okie dokie. He is vulnerable to Speedburner. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
What else we got here? Obviously, he was in the Archie comics. Him and Zane are sent to the Ghosts and Goblins world where they're burned to ash by Astaroth. Astaroth being a demon from Ghosts and Goblins, which I just looked up right now. Trivia for Gimil. His name is possibly derived from Gimel, the third letter of many Semitic abjads.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, there we go, right? Didn't think about that, but it very well could be true.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Zane is actually also a letter. Zayn.
Yeah, so I think maybe it's just kind of both references there.
I also, actually, come to think of it, you know how you said it means sword?
Yeah.
It also means penis.
What? It does?
And in Hebrew, I know that it means penis.
Ha! No way!
Yeah. And I think it's just the same word.
That's so perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my god, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Oh god. That made this internet backstory so much better. But that's it for Gmail's internet backstory.
Internet backstory.
Nice.
Oh, so good, my dude. And I'm gonna do, let's just quickly run over Sigma.
All right.
Internet backstory.
All right.
Cool.
So there's not gonna be a ton here for Extreme Internet Backstory Sigma. Because it's kind of rehashing exactly what he talks about before. Let's see, he uses Techno to hack the mother computer. Sigma taunts X after he's been beaten the first time and even calls his defeat at the end merely a retreat. It's only when he's defeated on hard mode that he seems to succumb to X. However, he implies in the ending that he'll return as long as not only Mavericks still exist, but as so long as humanity retains evil minds.
Wow.
Yeah. Getting real deep there, Sigma. That is it for Sigma's Internet Backstory for Extreme.
Internet backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Lots of internet backstory.
Lots of internet backstory, and I don't want to inundate us with more, so let's just move on.
All right.
So let's talk about the cutscene here at the end.
Sure. Like the ending scene?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, Midi comes down and says that he's done for. He says, "Oh no, I'm dying, and no, can't save me now. I'm dead." But then we get back and we talk to Zero about it, and X is like, "Zero, Midi died," and then Zero's like, "Midi sacrificed himself." Except, like, not really. He didn't really sacrifice himself because it was completely unnecessary. That, I don't know. It seems weird when you say somebody sacrificed themselves. Like, he didn't willingly sacrifice himself.
Right.
He just kind of was inadvertently murdered because he happened to have his CPU linked to Techno, who happened to have his CPU in the computer. So
like, it was a sacrifice, but he didn't sacrifice himself.
no, he just kind of he just kind of died.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't out of some, like, heroic thing where he threw himself in front of the bullet to stop it from hitting X or something.
Right.
He just kind of went and died. I mean, not to undercut it, his death, but then X pontificates for a bit and comes to the conclusion that it is very wrong for sure. For
sure.
For bad people to do bad things and for people to get hurt.
Yes.
Or no, it was something like for like peace to be achieved, there needs to be like no violence at all.
Right.
Because violence is very wrong for sure.
No violence.
No violence.
Kind of like ironic considering this game.
I know, it's all violence.
Yeah.
But then, okay, so it took literally the ending of the game for me to understand why Sigma was doing what he was doing. He had ambitions to take over the computer world, which makes no goddamn sense.
All right.
What is he just like downgraded his ambitions from world domination to computer world domination?
Maybe.
He's just like this whole. Actually, let's use his real voice. This whole taking over the world business is very hard, so I'm just gonna go back to taking over computer world.
Man. Good. All right, Sigma, you go for it, you know?
Yeah, right? But this makes X feel unrest.
Of course.
Unrest. He's unrestful. But X will protect peace, or some shit. God, this game really wore on me. But then we get to the credits, and they're just fucking ludicrous. Like, they're not, barely any of these are actual names. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of them are just letters and numbers combined together. Some of them, some shout-outs I want to give. Obviously, I want to give shout-outs to the sound design people because they actually had real names. So it's Toshio Kajino, and Sayori Maedo, I think it was. Character design was just made by Sensei. Okay, so that's a thing.
Programmer.
Yeah.
Wada.
Got Wada programming again. We have background design by Ryutaro's mama. What? Was that a joke?
Your mama.
Was that a joke, or did the mom just be like, "I'll help Ryotaro with his gaming. Here, I'll just do the background. It'll be easy." It's like, thanks, Mom.
All right, Mom.
And we obviously need to thank the one test player who played this game, Hashimoto Murata, because he made the game playable, honestly. So thank you, my friend.
Yeah. I will have to agree with that.
Yes. And then right here at the end, so why the fuck did they pick MIDI for this section here?
I don't know. That was weird.
They could have picked anybody else who's not dead.
Yeah, someone alive at
Like
least.
X or Zero or Dr. fucking Kane. Like, why did they bring MIDI back to say, "Oh, yep, now you've beaten the game. Now you can play it on hard mode"? Why?
Right.
Oh, God, No, Jerem, we can't explain this away. It's stupid. He's dead. He's dead. Dead. Thank you. God, I'm just so tired of being upset with the story.
I know. I know, Zach.
I've run out of energy to be angry. All right. But before we end it here, I just want to kind of run over a few kind of minor things that we're not going to touch on because we're not playing through this game again on hard mode because just don't want to. Talk about some stuff that we would miss. We already talked about the Mavericks in the previous. That would be in the new version, but
Right.
there's actually some items that you would get in the extreme version called Zero Scramble Parts.
Cool.
What are Zero Scramble programs?
I guess that's kind of like X2.
Kind of, except it's just kind of like, no, actually, you teleport Zero in, and he'll do a move, and then he'll kind of just leave,
Okay.
depending on what move you want him to do. So he has 4 moves that you could have him do. He has a dash, where it does not explain here what it does. So there's a dash. He charges forward, damaging whatever he hits.
Cool.
He has another one called Rising, where Zero thrusts upward with his saber. Earth Geyser, or Geyser, Gaizer.
Okay.
Zero slams his fist into the ground, covering the screen with rising debris. And Final, when used, Zero slashes with his saber, then thrust upward off the screen.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. It's like having an assist.
Yeah.
And another difference here is the endings. Let's talk about the hard mode ending. It's not really too much to talk about. There isn't really much of a plot in this one. Sigma more or less is destroyed this time. And afterwards, X finds Zero, who says they can escape the core now, and then they leave. Even Extreme, there's really no difference in the ending. Although Sigma does show up actually after that and taunts you, saying some bullshit. But that's about it.
That's cool. That's cool.
Like, that's mainly the big differences that I'm seeing.
all right.
Yeah, like the different modes carry, like you could bring over the upgrades you got from normal to hard mode, but I really just don't want to play this game again. I don't have any feeling of like I really need more of this in my life.
Maybe next time you're on a really long flight by yourself.
Yeah, if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna be playing my Switch.
That's fair.
So let's just talk about the game that we just played. Joe, I kind of gave my thoughts, but what are yours?
I partially agree. I still thought, it's good, as a Game Boy game, it's not obviously not as good as the originals, but if I had to play something, it's better than nothing,
No, that's fair, and I mean, like I came off kind of harsh here in the last episode, but the gameplay itself still isn't bad.
Yeah.
It was solid Mega Man gameplay. The story went off the goddamn rails.
That was just stupid.
That was just stupid.
Like, they could have put just a little bit of thought into it.
Like a little bit, and like a little bit more thought on like the translation, so it didn't seem as janky and stilted in the dialogue.
Yeah.
But like the gameplay was still there, so it was solid Mega Man X gameplay.
Yeah.
Which was still what I was looking for, and I had fun playing that while I did. It's just the story got me really upset. There at the end. So it's kind of a mixed bag for me.
Yeah.
If
I see.
if I was playing this game in 2000 with a Game Boy, I'd probably be having a fun time.
Yeah.
Again, I'd probably just do what I did this time, just play through it once and then be done with it, though.
True.
And maybe come back to it like a few years later, but
Right.
not any burning desire to play it again.
And then really be done with it.
And then really be done with it. But yeah, I think it's really a mixed bag.
Yeah.
But that's about it, you guys. That was Mega Man Xtreme.
True. It's a long episode.
Bit of a long episode, but we kind of finished the game here.
Yeah, we finished it.
And we don't really have much else to say, so let's do our little outro, Joe. Do you want to kind of take the reins for this one?
Yeah, should we start by talking about what we're going to do next? Or
Yeah, go for it, man. You take the reins on this one.
So, yeah, like last time or a few times ago, we want to get some feedback from you guys to see what game we should play next.
Absolutely.
Zach, you have some vacation time coming up.
Yes,
Right.
I have a very important thing that I actually can't. Well, I'll just say it. I'm getting married soon. Thanks.
Congrats.
Thank you. So, I mean, you're gonna be there. You're gonna be you're one of the groomsmen, and thank
Yes,
you,
I am.
Jerem. But yeah, so I'm gonna be gone for a while. I'm gonna be on my honeymoon. So we don't have too much time, but don't worry about while I'm gone. We have something set up, so we'll still have episodes coming out. It'll just
Yeah.
be something backdated. But for the time being, Joe, go on.
Yeah, so we have about 6 weeks, I think.
We're about 6 weeks.
So, think of a game. It doesn't have to be Mega Man X or any Mega Man, actually.
Yeah, you know what? Well, let's throw this up to the world because we're not gonna have time to run through a next mainline Mega Man game, and honestly, I don't want to. I'm not in no real mood to dive right into another Xtreme right now.
Right.
So, kind of, you guys like. It doesn't
Throw
even have
something
to
out there.
throw something out at us. Like, if we don't hear anything, obviously we'll take the reins from there. But we'd love to hear from you guys. Like, if you want to help us do something completely different this time, and that we can get it done in about 6 episodes, then yeah, let's check it out. I mean, we'd love to check it out.
Yeah.
So,
Anything like just a random game that you came across that you feel like we should check out, Like,
yeah, we'll check out whatever at this point. Like, we're trying to branch out here a little bit.
yeah.
So tweet at us or send us an email. You know the handle at itsthexstream, or send us an email itsthexstream@gmail.com. That's itsthexstream @gmail.com to let us know your thoughts, whatever you want us to do. If not, we'll end up just picking something ourselves.
That is going to happen.
Yes.
One of those things.
But again, thank you guys so much for listening. If you could, please tell a friend about our podcast. That's how we're going to grow, and that's how we're going to become a bigger podcast. And that's how we're going to really just kind of make people's lives a little bit more happy every week, right?
That's
I
true.
think we're
That's
funny,
right.
dudes.
Yeah.
Jerem, do you think we're funny? Yeah, right. I would agree. So yeah, do what Jerem said and pass it off to like a couple of your friends. Okay, a lot of your friends. Okay, Jerem, they're gonna do it. So to appease Jerem, let's try and get this out to as many people as we can.
Yes.
Because we want to try and grow this channel with you. We want to try and grow this podcast with you guys. So let's all do this together. Because we know we're going to tell everybody we know.
Yeah.
But it really helps us out. Rate us on iTunes. Check us out, Podbean, Google Play, YouTube. Still doing the YouTube videos.
Oh, yeah.
But really, guys, whatever you really like listening to, just honestly, we're glad you're here. We're glad you're listening.
Yeah.
With that, though, is there anything else we forgot?
No. Just don't forget to write down a game.
Yeah, don't forget to write down a game
That
you want us to
play.
check out, and your Twitters or your emails, and we'll take a look.
Oh.
All right, guys?
All right.
So we'll hopefully hear from you before next week. Otherwise,
See you next time.
see you next time, and do not forget to write it down.